A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark, chapter 1, verses 40 to 45. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. A leper came to him, begging on his knees, "If you want to, you can cleanse me." Deeply moved, Jesus put out his hand, touched him, and said, "I want to. Be clean." Then and there the leprosy was gone, his skin smooth and healthy. Jesus dismissed him with strict orders. "Say nothing to anyone. Take the offering for cleansing that Moses prescribed and present yourself to the priest. This will validate your healing to the people." But as soon as the man was out of earshot, he told everyone he met what had happened, spreading the news all over town. So Jesus kept her out of the way places, no longer able to move freely in and out of the city. But people found him and came from all over. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 1, verses 40 to 45. A week ago, we have reflected on Jesus healing the leper by touching him, as recorded by St. Luke in chapter 5. We reflected on the courage of the leper who dared to breach the quarantine regulations that were the social norms of those days to approach Jesus, and also the compassion and love of Jesus who also breaks the social restrictions to touch a leper. A few years ago, while talking about alms-giving, Pope Francis had said, "The way of giving alms is as important as the gift itself. You should not simply drop a bill into a cup and walk away. You must stop, look the person in the eyes, and touch his or her hands." Wow! Would I dare to make an attempt today? Perhaps through the Gospel today, Jesus invites us to relive the miracle. Pope Francis explains this passage of the Gospel and says, "Jesus came precisely for us sinners, and the greater a sinner you are, the closer the Lord is to you. For he has come for you, for me, for all of us, the greatest sinners." And the Pope continues and says, "Let us make a habit of repeating this prayer of the leper and pray always, 'Lord, if you will it, you can do it. If you will it, you can do it,' with confidence that the Lord is close to us. And with his compassion, he will take upon himself our problems, our sins, our inner diseases, everything." Father Paulson Villianur, a Claretian missionary and a clinical psychologist, last year published an article on the sacramentality of touch during these pandemic times. In the article, Father Paulson explains that any loss or failure in life is bearable if someone can hug us or simply place one's arms around our shoulders. Do not lovers spend hours holding hands without having to speak anything at all? He further talks about God and the Eucharist. Without touch, God is a monologue, an idea, a philosophy. He must touch and be touched, the tongue on flesh. Indeed, the Eucharist today is God's skin-to-skin embrace. In the Eucharist, Jesus continues to touch us so personally and comforts us with his message. "I want to make you clean. I want you to be happy.